Hey everyone, how are you doing this evening or morning or night, wherever you are? Thank you for joining me for my second live stream of the day. It's 5:45 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. I'm currently in the Greater Toronto area, and it's also Canada Day. So I know Foodie Beauty is still streaming right now. Hey, Live, Laugh, Lice. Hello, Elizabeth M. Nice to see you here. Live, Laugh, Lice. Hello, Clover Diamond. How are you? Thanks for joining me. Elizabeth M. says James Saroka is also a narcissist. Yes, definitely. I am sure it's late there, Roxandra in the UK. So you got to add another 5 hours. And yeah, so what time is it there? Like 10:46 p.m. But thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. This will be a 2-for-1 because we have some James Saroka. He seems what James Saroka likes to do is slowly get back on. He's always done this cycle where he'll literally be online like he did with Periscope, with YouTube. He'll delete everything and then he'll disappear for maybe a few weeks, sometimes a few months, and then he'll slowly creep back on. So the last few weeks to months, he's been slowly adding stuff like his Facebook and Instagram, and now he's been streaming progressively. Now he's streaming, because before it was just little video clips here and there, maybe a few minutes long, and this actually just recently happened within the past week. Now he's streaming, so he's back to his old ways. Lori Killian, hello Monty, I'm here. Nice to see you here again. Dainty, how are you doing? Hopefully you're okay. You haven't updated me on your cat. How's your cat, Dainty? Hopefully your cat is fine. Passionate Libra. Hey. What's up? So, have anybody been keeping up with Shanny lately and seen what she's been up to? Has anyone actually watched her Twitch? Yeah, if you have watched her Twitch, I guess some people don't really care. Other people are watching her out of concern, but you know, she's doing the same thing that she's doing. In fact, I'd say she's closely emulating what Foodie Beauty is doing. So there's that. And then we got good old James Saroka, again, that tries to live off of other people's dime while trying to vacation and live that lavish life with not working at all. So yep, seems he got 20 people viewing this. I think Foodie Beauty is still on, right? Foodie Beauty and a few other people. Maybe people are out enjoying their Canada Day, so can't really blame them, but the show must go on. So let us get into speaking about Shanny, and then we will also do James Saroka. So let me share my screen here and we will definitely get into it. Wow. Whoa, what's going on with the screen? What is going on? That is weird. I don't know what's going on there. Maybe it's something to do with... Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. So let us continue with Shanny and what she's been up to lately. Can you guys hear that? Please tell me.
About YouTube. A lot of people are asking me to come on their shows. A lot of people are asking me, when are you going to get another channel back on YouTube? And I'm just going to say it fully. Fuck YouTube. Fuck YouTube. I spent 20 years slaving for them. And I do mean slaving putting free content out for years to them. Didn't
Thank
make
you.
barely fucking shit at all from YouTube. At all. And I was a slave to them for fucking 20 fucking years. I started out with YouTube with beta testing it because of my college course I was taking. And then I started 1 minute.
Elizabeth M, I think she is always under the influence of something.
And then I started, you know, in 2007 making videos. I actively tried to make money from YouTube about 7 months ago. And the whole time I was harassed. I was treated like shit. I was treated like garbage. I wasn't respected. And I was used to make people thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands of dollars. So fuck YouTube. You want content from me? Fuck you. Fuck you, every single one of you. And if you keep bringing up fucking drama, I don't give a fuck who the fuck you are, and I mean it.
It's funny how we actually watched the video a few days ago, if you caught that with me, how she wanted to be back on YouTube. And now it's this back and forth idea. We even called it. We said, you know what? If YouTube wanted her back, she would be back. And she did want to be back on YouTube. This was just days ago. But now, here we go again. She does not want to be back on YouTube. And I'm sure in a week or 2 or 3, or especially when Twitch bans her, because I'm sure they are going to ban her in time, she's going to be wanting to come back on YouTube.
I don't give a fuck who you are. I will block you. Because there's only a few people that keep trying to bring fucking drama up, and I don't fucking appreciate it because I don't want it in my fucking life anymore. And I've been saying this for years, but you fucking people keep bringing it up. So it's like, you know what? YouTube has been the most toxic fucking thing my whole fucking life, and I am free from it. I am free from it, and I am happier without it. Okay? If I want to watch someone, I'll go on fucking Twitch. I'll go on Twitch and watch people. I'll make Twitch money with ad revenue. Will I make fucking YouTube money with ad revenue anymore? Hell no. You can kiss my fucking ass, YouTube. I was your fucking slave, and I'm no longer a fucking slave, and I'm not gonna be a fucking slave. This real stream idiot news, dude. This real stream idiot news, dude. Listen to this motherfucker. He for.
If you don't know what she's talking about RSN. So I guess something happened with them and she is upset. And whenever she's upset, this is exactly the way how she acts. Just like this.
Months now, he's been offering to pay me to go on his show. Never gave me a fucking dime. Said he was going to give me the ad revenue and the super chats every time I went on his show. Did I get any of it? No, he's a fucking liar. Now he's offering me this fucking channel. No, I'm not gonna go and have a fucking channel to build up with 1,000 of my own people just so you fuckers can go and strip it from me when you get that fucking, oh, we got a membership. Oh, we got this all. We can do it now. Let's get rid of Shannon now that we got our super chats. Because no one can build a fucking channel as fast as I can. No one can.
You know what's funny? There is some truth to that when she says no one can build a channel as fast as she can. But she's building it not through merit. It's through controversy. There is a difference. When you are controversial, when you're national news, yeah, people are going to want to know who you are and what you are up to. So, yes, she is telling some truth there, but it's all for the wrong reasons. Building a channel through controversy is not a good thing. That is why she is off of YouTube and going to be off of many other platforms.
Other than celebrities. So Go fuck yourselves all. Every single one of you at YouTube. Go fuck yourselves. You're harassing, you're scumbags, you're pieces of shit, you're abusive, and you don't pay anyone. You just let people be fucking slaves for the labor they do, and then you let other people make money off of their own fucking work. Go fuck yourself, YouTube, and everyone who brings up YouTube, go fuck yourself too. Have a nice day.
Oh boy. Then she's back.
As soon as I clicked on, that church bell rang, dude.
Praise God.
As the wind blows.
Jesus.
I like to hear because I could feel him here. So, I want to talk about fake friends.
Here we go.
You get them here a lot on the internet, and it's probably best for you to not make friends with people on the internet. I'll just be honest with you.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people will sell your secrets and sell what you say to them just for a little bit of dough, a little bit of extra money, or even just for a little bit of extra clout. I've been dealing with this for a very long time now.
Adima, welcome to the chat. Did he just burp and praise the Lord? Yes, he did. That's why his nickname is Rev for Reverend, aka Baby Carrot, aka Jason. They will flip flop in between cursing somebody out very casually to praising the Lord. That's just what they do.
That people pretend to be my friend.
Hey, Amanda.
And then break up with me. And then either tell lies about me or tell my personal secrets or exaggerate those secrets in some kind of shape or form. And I've had so many people do that to me that the very thought of like having a social media or going out to YouTube or trying to seek friends through the internet is like a no-go with me at all anymore, because I have been so hurt by people on the internet. A very soul-wrenching thing for me, you know, because I don't have a lot of people in my life at all except, you know, Jason and my boys.
She still has custody of her children, but she is choosing to actively not have them on her live streams, whether that be Twitch or whether that be Instagram. She's actively making sure that they are not seen on camera so that they're just not scrutinized.
Those are the only constants that I have, right? Those are the only people who I truly have constantly in my life. Other people, they come and go, and they talk to you just so they can get something juicy. And then you find out that they run back and tell their friends about the juicy thing, and everyone is going around talking about the juicy thing that you told someone in private. And I find you guys absolutely repugnantly disgusting human beings. Because you have no decency, nor no morals, no really true integrity, and you treat my life like a haha joke, while the fact is my life isn't a joke. My life has value, and I am a human being, and I'd like to be treated as a human being than a fucking toy that someone can play with, you know, instead of being a fake fucking friend who you tell all these things to, and then they pretend to care for you, and then you find out that they're talking shit behind your back in like Discord servers and shit like that.
You know what? I think Shanny needs a break offline, man, because this is a little bit too much. Like, she showed her true colors in terms of her kids, but here she is back and forth online, getting all this stress, getting all this stuff happening to her. And some people might say, yeah, she fully deserves all the stress, deserves everything that happens to her. And it's an environment that is not positive or conducive to her nor her children, because whatever happens to Shiny, negative or positive, will always affect her children as well. It's literally like a trickle down effect. So what she needs to do is, instead of reserving all this time to bitch and complain and do all stuff online, how about you go and see her kids? She's always never wanting to hang out with the kids, from all I've seen, from her Twitch streaming that she'll stream for hours, on Instagram all the time. It's never about the kids. It's always about her. Always about her. So yeah, she's talking about disgusting people, but maybe she should look in the mirror. So true. Exactly. And she's just still online. She needs to take some time off, get her life better, get her life straight, have more control of her lifestyle, be there for her kids, and then once she's better, come back online. But now she's still just complaining constantly.
Like, it's like to the point where it's like, you can't trust anyone on the internet, not a goddamn soul. And it's heartbreaking to know that it's like, I thought you cared about me.
Hey,
but
Kaya.
The fact is, you really didn't care about me. You were just using me so you could get some kind of clout, fame, or money or something like that. It sucks because I was focusing on our friendship and you were focusing on the fucking drama. Like, shouldn't we be focusing on ourselves and not what other stupid fucking idiots are saying, because it doesn't fucking matter what they fucking say? We're supposed to have a friendship here. But no, it's like nowadays friendships are a dime a dozen and they're just easily replaced. And they're just how much you can get from someone before they, get fed up with you. That's what a relationship is now. It's not let me take care of you, let me help you, let me tell you you're okay. No, it's like let me pose that I actually care for you, just so I can get some kind of secret from you, just so I can release it to other people.
One thing I've noticed with a lot of these ladies that I cover is it's always a public conversation. Whenever they're upset with somebody, they need to talk to somebody about something that could be at times very, very private. They always do it online, where they make a video or they live stream and then they talk about it. It's never like, hey, let me just message this person, we can talk it over, get stuff done. It's always this public spectacle. We see it with Foodie Beauty, and we're seeing it here with Shanny. It's like the same thing.
And I've tested people too. I purposely put out misinformation to them because I got like a little like feeling that they were saying something, and if they're the only person who knows and that stuff is getting out in the public,
Boom.
yeah,
Busted.
you got busted. You got fucking caught. And now you're blocked. And I'm no longer your fucking friend. Because how dare you, over a whole 2 years of pretending to be my fucking friend? 2 years of pretending to be my fucking friend? Just so you can go and sell my secrets to the biggest dealer? You have no integrity, and you're hellbound. You're hellbound. You don't do that to fucking people, man. You don't do that to people. You don't pretend you're someone's friend just to get information out of them, just so you can exploit them on the internet. That's so fucking sick. It's so pathological, and I find you disgusting. I, I don't really want any friends on the internet, I'll just be honest. I love you guys, but seriously, friendship is like kind of like, no, I can't. And I'm sorry if you leave me and don't want to listen to me anymore over that, but you have to understand that I'm just done having my heart broken by people and letting them in and letting them get close to me just so they can just cut my throat. You know, I don't want my throat cut anymore. There's no blood left.
I might be mistaken, but I believe it's RSN. I actually wanted to confirm this just to be sure, but as you guys know, Kiwi Farms is down, so usually that kind of confirms my thought process so I don't say the wrong things during these live streams or my videos. But Kiwi Farms is up and down because they're still getting a DDoS attack. So I really do believe she is talking about RSN. I could be wrong because I don't have any confirmation, but that is my best belief.
It's all dripped out.
You're dry.
Yeah, I'm completely dry. And not only that, I'm completely heartbroken and shattered as a human being. Like, there's no fight in me. There's no will to survive left. I'm just like at the will of people. I'm not at the will of myself because I can't anymore. I physically and mentally can't do it anymore. You know, I worked my ass off for something for almost 20 years just to get kicked in the ass and get told, no, you can be bullied at the end of the day. Nah, fuck that shit.
Can you imagine working on something for 20 years? You should be proud, right? But instead of working on YouTube for those 20 years, why doesn't she work on her kids for 20 years? Turn them into good adults. Good, productive adults, but yet all her attention's always focused to online stuff. And 20 years at that.
And people profiting off me? No, man. I'll go incognito. I'll go incognito. You won't ever see me again. I'll do that because I'm ready to take that step of just disappearing off the face of the fucking earth on the internet, and no one's gonna know what's going on in my life. No one. You know, you people aren't fucking wise with your words. You know that. Kind of like Annie Oakley. You know? Feeling alone is the worst? No. No, the strongest people in the world are those who are okay with being alone. And I'm pretty much okay with being alone. Because frankly, like, I don't know what the fuck happened to the world. But you guys are absolutely insane. You don't love anymore. You don't treat people with respect anymore. You're rude. You're condescending. You'll just bite anyone just to get a little bit of coin. And you don't, and you never ever look into your integrity because you think that lying and doing bad things is fun and good. You're all reprobated in your frickin' mind, and I pray every day, multiple times a day, that the Lord Jesus Christ will crack that sky and come down from heaven. Every day I'm praying that because I don't want to be here anymore in this world. I don't want to deal with such ugly, fucking horrible souls giving me their vitriol hatred just for the sake of giving out vitriol hatred. Not that I've ever done anything to anyone. I haven't done anything to anyone. I've been pretty fucking innocent.
She hasn't done anything to anyone. Wow. Okay. Delusional. Delusional is at best the word for her. At best. Because the things she has done, but yet she feels she hasn't done anything. She'll always gonna feel she hasn't done anything, yet what she has done is literally child abuse. But here we go. Here is her saying, talking on her high horse as if she has done nothing at all.
I'm certainly don't want to deal with people's bullshit anymore. And I'm not going to. So, yeah, you got told what you needed to be told. Go fuck yourself. I can't believe I ever trusted your ass. You're a disgusting human being. And you faking to be my friend makes you a horrible human being. And God will, avenge me with that. Because he's the greatest of all Avengers. And I don't take out vengeance. I let God do it. So enjoy God's vengeance for you backstabbing me. For your little clout so you can be popular with people, asshole. Hey guys. Oh. It's like getting the viewers in 1 minute. I just seriously, someone needs to go and give this video to G-Man. Because I can't seem to get a hold of him for some reason. So please give him this video. Yes, I repeat, please give G-Man this video. He needs to see it. G-Man, I don't know where you are. I don't know what's going on right now. You're probably, in a place where you can't make phone calls right now. But, dude.
Good night.
No sound.
Alright, so with this video, you might not know what's going on. So here is the skinny on this situation. So I watched a Dragnot Sylvest video a few days ago, and he was saying that G-Man now has some sort of a patron. A patron where that person is helping G-Man somehow, some way sue Dragnot for alleged harassment. So I think Shanny is speaking to that situation where she wants to get in contact with G-Man. But where is G-Man at the moment? Where is he? I guess she can't message G-Man. Maybe G-Man is distancing himself from Shanny. I do not know. All I know is that she is trying to address G-Man the same way she tries to address all her conversations with people in a public form and fashion.
What do you mean no sound? Of course there's sound. Dude, okay. This is awesome.
Good night,
awesome
Amanda.
Stuff. Is he working? Probably. I have DMs from 2017 that will help you out tremendously. Again, I have DMs going all the way back from 2017 that will help you. It's kind of huge. It's kind of important. It probably will make you giggle because it proves what you've been saying. You know exactly what I'm talking about. These are really good and juicy proofs and evidence for you.
Yeah, Holly, in hell, you have such a point here. G-Man is a very peculiar individual. G-Man is very different. Whenever G-Man speaks about something, a lot of the times he's not going to make a lot of sense. Let's just put it that way. G-Man is in his own world as much as Shanny is in her own world. Maybe that's why they're friends. But G-Man says a lot of stuff that makes no sense most of the time.
So, please call your sister ASAP. You want to see this? You want to see this. Anyway, good luck with your job endeavors. Shannon signing out.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So Carrie, sorry guys, you don't know who G-Man. Hopefully I explained G-Man to you. So G-Man is a black gentleman that has an on and off relationship with Shanny and Rev. So at times they're best friends, at other times they are not. So Shanny and Rev have like a very peculiar situation and relationship with them. They now all live again in the same town in Pennsylvania, and you know, Shanny has been on G-Man's lives, but as I've said before, he has been distancing himself as of late because of the situation that Shanny has gotten herself into. But the thing is that he's doing that because he also doesn't want his channel deleted, right? So he definitely does not want his channel deleted. He's gotten 10,000 plus subscribers, and whenever you get into any situation with G-Man online, he's always bringing out the subscriber count to you. So whenever you are a smaller channel, G-Man always brings up the subscriber count. That's the type of person he is. That is G-Man. All you got to do is search G-Man. I'll even put a link in the comments in the video. So now we're back to James Saroka. So what do you guys know about James Saroka? James Saroka is a professional e-beggar just as much as Shanny and Rev. So he loves living off of people. I have put the links into Rapzion's video on him because he has a very, very, very long history, especially when he was on Periscope, of swindling people, lying to people, using people, even threatening people's lives. So now he is back. Kaya, you only thought G-Man had 1,900 subs. No. He has 10,000 subscribers, you know. He considers himself a pretty big channel for 10,000 subscribers. So let's go back to James Saroka. So if you've known James Saroka Periscope days, he feels as if he's famous. He feels as if he's a person, especially with his fake fraudulent organization called Feetpeace, going around trying to swindle people, along with a person that he has manipulated called Kate, aka Caitlyn. So as I've said, there's a long history with him. Yep, as Chloe Taylor says, he manipulated his girlfriend. And yeah, he's pretty psychotic. He is out there. Ariana's lobster mac and cheese. Wow, okay. Hey, I'm late. I'll be listening while I get the baby a bath. Yes, thank you. Yeah. So he has a long history. There's so much I can speak of about James Saroka. So much. Like this guy loves to trash talk everybody. If you help the guy, he'll still trash talk you. Where he will trash talk priests when he's homeless. Priests let him stay in the church for a few days. So instead of being thankful, what does he do? He trash talks them, always putting people down that help him. He even was living with a guy called Josh, and Josh was a disabled individual. He was in his mid 40s. Now, at the time, he was about 43 years old, and he even talked crap about Josh, abused Josh, took all of Josh's money, and then he left. Yes, Concerned Pickle, do you know about Feetpeace? Feetpeace, just Google it. Feetpeace, you'll see all the stuff that comes up about James Saroka. I even thought Kate finally left the guy, but as we're gonna see in this clip, Kate is still with him, where he humiliates this girl constantly. He abuses this girl constantly in a way to literally degrade her. He even forced this girl to wipe his shitty butt to degrade her. He wasn't in a state where he was unable to do it. He just wanted his girlfriend, after he went to crap in the bathroom, to wipe his ass. And she did it. This is the type of guy we're going to talk about here. So I want people to get caught up on James Saroka, because we're going to be talking a lot about James Saroka, because James Saroka is slowly making himself back onto platforms, especially Instagram, where he is now live streaming. Before it was videos, but now it's now live streams. So he's back and he's doing the same thing he always does. Just disappear for a while, erase his tracks, make people forget about him, and then he comes back. Shelda, I've watched a few videos on Jimi after the last video you posted about him. I have to ask, is he for real? They have to be actors, right? No, this guy is for real, for real. This guy is serious. This guy is way out there. We're talking about the type of guy that loves posting fake pictures online. Remember the gift card pictures, if everybody knows about James Saroka? Yes. Where if you reverse image search a lot of his photos, you will see that he is just faking, lying, and just talking all sorts of nonsense. He even does fake sponsorships such as the one he did with AT&T and fake branding deals like the one he did with Lalo. Is he going by Jimi and not Jimmy or James? He goes by James Saroka, Jimmy Saroka, or DJ Talba. He goes by a lot of names. But yeah, he's quite a person. So let's get into some James Saroka, and I will speak about him as we continue. So let's get into it. James Saroka now. Here we go. The awkward staring. Awkward few seconds. This guy is a manipulator, folks. Don't believe anything he says. Nothing.
See, I have
He's
the
a
famous
POS.
part, and now I'm waiting on the rich part, and all I have to do endure is endure the famous part.
He's not famous.
Let me tell you something about fame. It does not work the way people say it does when you're not famous. It doesn't. It is entirely a vehicle towards finances. It's not even a vehicle for making friends. It's not. If you use it like one, you meet interesting people, but not good people. I don't be friends with good people. It's pretty much only a way to make money. That's it. So, yeah.
This guy will do anything and everything to make money, folks. He will scam you no matter what. I have incidents after incidents of people getting scammed by James Saroka. This is the same POS that did the whole Feetpeace thing and scammed money from hurricane victims. What kind of POS scams money from people that need money the most? Remember the hurricane victims back in Houston, Texas? Yes. He was bragging about scamming money from people. This guy brags about beating his girlfriend online. Just watch the videos. He literally brags about this stuff. He terrorizes his girlfriend. He is the worst of the worst. So if you think Onision is bad, this guy is worse.
I am learning that there are, oh my gosh, wow. You know, the best part is I didn't get played, because if I did, I'd be in jail right now.
He only thinks he's famous. He's not.
They lost. I won. And I either win one, or I win two birds with one stone. Probably three at that point. If it goes to two, it's going to jump right to three. I'm in a good space in my life. That's where I'm at, and I hope you are too. I do.
He is back, Theresa. He slowly came back. He is back.
I never thought my life would go this far, and I didn't think it would go into spaces so unique. And yet here I sit, making sense of a lot that is out of this world. So, I ended up with a lot of blessings. It's very good. learning that my life is my life, and any of the little boys that aren't getting the attention they want and they cry about it, they come crying to me like I'm their daddy. And they're trying to find ways to get me to come to them, and I'm good. I'm good on that. I'm me. I'm good. And all that's left is to keep live streaming and making content and seriously saying screw the rest. It's how it is. It's how it is. It's a hard life. Life is hard if we let it be hard. When you focus on yourself and taking care of yourself, and doing so by taking care of others, it all works out. That's why it keeps working out for us. We do the right thing. We keep moving forward. You know, so sometimes people try to trip us. They'll trip us for like a quarter mile, and then someone gives us a hand for a full mile. Every time somebody tries to hurt me, I always find that I get helped 3 times as much as the hurt that was caused. But
Mustang Sandy, who is this? This is professional e-beggar James Jimi Saroka, aka DJ Talba, Mr. Feetpeace himself, Mr. E-beggar extraordinaire that loves free money where he never has to work for it. This guy hasn't had a job in years. This guy is a professional e-beggar. So if you think Shanny is an e-beggar, this guy is an e-beggar squared. That's what this guy is.
Somebody I never would have met if I hadn't been hurt. So, and take it in stride, keep pounding forward.
You notice that. There we go. So notice one thing carefully. The person you see in the background there, right, almost out of frame, that's Caitlyn. So Caitlyn almost got away from him, but she was manipulated into coming back. And Caitlyn's family have been pleading with her, with everybody, to find her and bring her home because this guy is such a manipulator. So it's funny thing how he's such a famous, cool, awesome guy and everybody wants a piece of him, yet he quiets up as soon as Caitlyn is getting in the car. Look at him. This guy is just a filthy manipulator, and I'm so saddened that he is back.
Right now I'm here to hang out with you because I'm bored, and if you're bored too, let's hang out together. It is better to hang out together than alone. We're traveling all over the country. That's fun. And I want to share more with you, and I am getting to the point to share more with you. I am. It's more than coming out of my shell. It's finding time to do that because I'm also now dealing with, like, you know, people with real incomes that want what I have, because I was unaware that there were men in this world so narcissistic that they view females legitimately as property. For real, not even kidding you. And I'm sure some of you know that already.
He views his girlfriend as property, and he's acting like he's such a big guy, like he's such an influencer because he has legitimate people to deal with. But he always gets caught in a lie, because if you listen carefully for the rest of this video, he's gonna trip on himself because he thinks he's a big shot. He feels he's a big shot, but he's just not. He's nothing.
And so it's like I'm running into a lot of dudes that are trying to trip me up because they think my wife is like a transferable object. And we're like, you know, we're attached at the hip. The two become one. We're together. It's not like an optional thing where they exist at all. And it's so funny. Like, I didn't realize how few people truly understand the principles of matrimony and like what it means to be married and what it means to really be a cohesive unit, two people together. And I'm watching these guys as we go, you know, whether we go to the gas station or if we're hanging out at a rest stop or something, have a dude that gives her a look, and he's blown away when she looks away. They like can't figure out why. And like, yeah, you're not that interesting. And and dudes, if you're watching this, it's like it's so easy. Okay, so like I made this relationship so hard for myself for say 2 years. First 2 years of our relationship, I made it hell for myself, and I didn't even mean to, because I didn't fully understand how things work yet. And so she stuck it out with me because she knew that I understood the value of being together, as opposed to I'm me, you're you, and I care about you.
Carrie, come on now. You're so observant, Carrie. Yes, that is definitely duct tape. So observant, Carrie. I didn't even see that. That is hilarious.
As much as I get what I want. We're beyond that, and that's great. And we both always had that in our hearts, and we had to learn how to be a cohesive unit. And then the next step is taking a look at society and saying, well, where do we fit in? Not where do we want to fit in, where do we fit in? And that's a really hard thing to figure out when we are a unit, and most people, they're kind of like, they're two individuals living under the same roof. And I never even fully knew that that's really how people live until a couple of months ago. And now that I know that, I'm like, wow, that's a lonely life. That's a real...
I believe he has before, yes, in the years in his Periscope days, I believe, yeah, that was alleged.
A lonely life. And it may seem interesting and exciting and, oh, well, I get to do what I want, you get to do what you want, we're all happy. But I'm not seeing the happiness part. I'm not seeing the part where there's the happiness. And even if I don't believe the same way I used to, meaning I'm a different person now entirely, like lateral shift, not just like up and down, I'm a different person now. It's a transformative thing where I understand the value of that cohesiveness. And for anybody out there, if you're there, if I may, if you're struggling in your relationship, get closer. Oh my gosh. Or if you have someone or friends that are trying to intrude on your relationship, I mean, we have become so strong as a couple that now I do feel comfortable coming back out here and talking to you guys and inviting you back into my life and all that. And it's because after this test, I'd say since COVID hit, say wife, we're technically not, but I mean, we are one. And that's our truth. We're one. We work together as one. And we face a lot of challenges, and our ability to work as a unit has fought off so many potential issues, not only in our own individual.
I believe, Kate is actually very, very young. She's about 21, 22 at this time. So during that age, you think you know a lot when you're at 21, 22, but you really don't know much. And I've been there, I've done that, being around in my young 20s. I think I know the world, I think I know everything, but I don't. And she is very open to manipulation, and she's still currently being manipulated as we speak, because this video, I believe, was on the 29th or 30th of June. And he's still at it, she's still with him, and she's still being missed by her family.
Lives.
He says that they are married, but I'm actually not really sure, because on his Facebook he was making marriage arrangements, saying he was going to get married earlier this year, like 2 or 3 months ago. And then now he's calling her his wife. Once again, he's a manipulator. You can't believe anything he says, so we got to take it with a grain of salt.
In our life together, and also in our career here, because, you know, it's been a blessing to stick it out together. And it's really cool how that works out. So as we come back into the public space, it can become a good time because we're working together now as opposed to against each other. And I have to say, she really taught me how many people were using me and just trying to get the upper hand on me. And I'm like, I mean, I technically knew that, but I thought if I was kind enough and slow to the anger and really give as much as I could, that it's going to shift and it's going to change. And it didn't. All that ended up happening was it got worse and worse and worse. And that mostly came from a place of not admitting to myself in my heart that, okay, the people I'm dealing with are far more selfish than I am, and they're projecting that onto me to make me feel selfish. And if you let that become a part of your environment long enough, you can become that way. If you're around those people and letting their influence affect you, you can become the way they are. And I began to become the way a lot of people were that did not belong in my environment. So for example, I stepped back and I made a Twitter live stream after I finished this one, and I was in it for a minute or two, not even. And I had, I think, 5 to 7 people in there. And I'm going to say hi to you guys real quick in 1 second. Nobody's saying anything to me. Nothing. So I said, I'm going to go somewhere where people care about me. I'm here for you. I am. I'm here for you when you're here for me too. That's what I'm here. I'm here for you no matter what. If I'm on this platform, I am here for you no matter what. That's who I am. I can give to you what belongs to me when I have a handshake. If you're going to look at me and say, you owe me, I say, well, what did you give to me? They say, well, I give you life. So, you give me life? I don't think you birthed me on this planet. And unless you did, you better not ask that question, because if you do, I may take something from you. I have changed. I am a changed man. And if you demand something of me and you haven't given me anything, you took my time, and now you owe me. That's how I live my life now. And as much as I would love to say, sitting here in front of you at this point, from the point of COVID, I would say, to this point, is because of that keep doing the right thing. Yeah, it's true. I have also developed, if you take from me, I'm getting...
Alright guys, if you're lost and you don't know much about this guy is going around in circles, word salad, talking a lot. The reason why he's doing this is because this is the setup. This is the con, as in, this is part of the confidence scheme. He's setting you up to be a likable person, talking a lot of word salad, putting out these polysyllabic words, making you want to like him. Then once you're confident, then the con happens. So this is why I'm showcasing him again, because there is a con that is gonna happen very, very soon. Once he starts posting these videos, once he starts going live, he is wanting to have money, or should I rather say take money from people. So this is his con. He sets you up like this, makes himself seem genuine, makes himself seem likable, and then he just starts taking and taking and taking.
Getting twice as much. And I learned that from a lot of good people out there that were taken from me. I said, I'm gonna learn a lesson from you. And that's a lesson I learned. But what I did was I added the premise that I'm only gonna do that if someone takes from me first. I'm not gonna go out and take from somebody that didn't take from me. But if they take from me, if you take from me, I'm taking twice as much as you tried to take. I might even sit back and let you think you're gonna get it so I can get 3 if I like what you have. That's my life. All right. That storm, the storm's incredible. It's so beautiful. Love is everything, be kind. How are you? Thanks for being here. Zombie, welcome on. Hello, hello. Kat, Andrea. I'll give you mango if you give me salad. I'm down. We got one salad here hanging out somewhere. Let's do it. You got to put that mango in your story. I'll take a look. You let me know when you put it up there. Zombie says, I've heard that there's a lot of drama and negativity on Twitter now that Periscope is gone. What was it before, right? What was it before that? I can't even imagine what's on Twitter now. If it's worse now, I can't imagine. Yeah. See, people want their champion to rise, and they want to, choose who makes it and who doesn't. And I hate to break it, but it's both. It's the person has to be made for it, and the people have to choose. But what the haters don't understand about choosing is that if you're a negative person, whoever you say shouldn't make it, that's the person that's gonna make it. And that is how it is. That's the structure of making it. In reference to media, at least, I have found out, is that the people that are positive, whoever they support is who makes it. And the negative people, whoever they say there's no way they're going to make it, that's the person that makes it. And I have had the experience of meeting all the people that say, I'm not going to make it, right? Or at least a whole bunch of them. And what I'm running into now and starting to meet are the people that say, hey, you're going to make it. You're going to make it. You're going to make it. And, you know, they don't give me what I need without taking a little bit from me. And they do. The best part is, though, their value system, the people that are lifting me up as I surpass them, their value system is so low that they think hurting, like they take something from me that is worth so little to me and is worth so much to them. And so it ends up being a blessing where I get higher over it. I go higher over it.
Roslyn says, Monty, how many people watch his stream? Well, it's not that much, because he was gone for a while because the heat was on him, because a lot of big YouTubers such as Repzilla, Repzion, even Young Dumb Honey Bun made a video about him. So many big YouTubers out there. So he disappeared because the heat was on him, but he's back now. He was in Young Dumb Honey Bun's DMs talking a lot of smack, but he's back. So he's building up an audience. And it's the same deal with Shanny and Foodie Beauty. A lot of people watch them because they're hate watching. They dislike him. And all they want to do is keep a tab on him. But he's gaining an audience. He is. And he's back in a big way right now.
Because what they give me is of low value to them and high value to me, and what they take is low value to me and high value to them. And so that exchange ends up being good for me, and due to them trying to trick me into giving them something, that the karma ends up getting them immediately anyway. So it's a blessing. And yeah, so that's where our life is our life continues to progressively rise the way it used to. The difference is I'm cutting people out this time. I'm saying, hey, if I'm working, I'm working.
He is not on YouTube at the moment. He deleted his YouTube once Repzion was onto him. He's only on Instagram at the current moment, but as I've said, he's building an audience.
And look, for example, I'm here with you. I'm working. We're talking. We're hanging out. This is my focus. This is the example I have to share with the world, living in this car right now. It's the example I have to share. And my life our life. It's not my life anymore. It's our life. Our life coming from where it's at to where it's going, God willing. That's what I now have to offer. I used to have the words of wisdom. I used to be able to say, I'll give this, I give that. The shift I didn't make, that I'm making a little late, but thankfully I was able to compensate for that. If COVID hadn't hit, I'd be done. But COVID ended up compensating for what I needed to be in an okay place. And I have been prepared for that for so long. And that's why we're here right now. I'm not grateful for the pandemic. I mean, it's awful. And in the same token, there's a lot of us out here that we'd be done if things hadn't fallen. And, you know, let me give the real credit. Let me say these stimulus checks. If you're on board, if you're not on board, it's up to you. I can tell you that the car I'm sitting in, stimulus check. God is good.
There you have it, folks. He didn't even pay for his car. I'm sure he forced his so-called wife to give up her stimulus checks, all of them that she had, so that they can pay for a car that he's using tape on. This is what he does. This man does not like to work. This man is about you working and you giving him money. But yet he's acting like he's such a big shot. He's so famous. But yet he's using his stimulus check to buy his car. No, there's nothing wrong with that. If you are a hard-working individual, then go ahead and use your stimulus check how you want. But this is a POS. This guy does not want to work. He'll rob you. He'll even rob disabled people. This is the type of guy that we're talking about. This guy doesn't like to work, doesn't want to work. And if he cannot work for the rest of his life, then that's what he's gonna do.
And thank you, U.S. government, for that one. So, yeah. And the rest of it, it's a lot of internal work. It's a lot of physical work, and it's not a lot of pay. And that's pretty much how we got here. It was a lot of grit, a lot of working hard for free and getting a lot of hand-ups. No different than before, except we kept what came before. I didn't lose anything, guys. And let me tell you something. It may look like I lost or I lost something. What was there to lose? What did I have to lose? I have been gaining since day one, 2015, day one. I have been gaining day over day over day. And to this day, I can tell you, I have never, to this day, had a day where I have less than I had the day before. Whether it is in my mind, my soul, my spirit, my body, in my environment, in my friendships, in my relationship here. When I lose one thing, I always have more than I did before. There's always more before there's less. And it's always a blessing. So it's like going up a hill. And my life is always going up a hill. Now our life is always going up a hill. And then sometimes you have a little dip. It's always uphill. Always uphill. So look and be deceiving. Don't trust what you see, trust the results. And the results say that I'm sitting here in front of you on live stream. And I think we all know that that's a considerable impossibility. So take the blessing in it and recognize what it counts for. Zombie says that's awesome. The stimulus checks definitely helped so many people. They did, for sure. So we keep focused. Keep doing our thing. Alright, Instagram is telling me to give you something right now. So this is a broadcast. I'm going to go and say this. Post it as an IGTV. And I hope you enjoy. Talk soon.
All right, that is it for Mr. Jimi. What I will prepare for you next is a video about good old Jimi boy being abusive for a whole 20 minutes. So I didn't want to just put this on to the back of that video because I gotta warn you. Trigger warning. This is gonna be this is gonna be triggering to a lot of people. So if you faced abuse in your lifetime, I'm sorry to hear that. If you're facing abuse now, I'm sorry to hear that. I do not want to trigger you. That's why I went back to me and the camera, warning you that the next 20 minutes of what we will see will be triggering for people. So be warned. So I'm going to share my screen again and we're going to get into it.
So as me and my girlfriend move on to a better life, better things, it's, time to find something to talk about. And, foster care is something I know a thing or two about because I see how much society misunderstands me. And I'm finally starting to figure out why. Because I have the most objective and unbiased opinion in reference to a lot of things because now that I let go of the idea that, this foster situation of mine was my family, I'm starting to realize that I am the ultimate outcast and I don't deserve to be ignored, and neither do other people who have been through what I've been through. And although deep down I really knew that this was the thing that had to come about, that this is the thing that God wanted me to talk about, I didn't want to be anybody's champion. I didn't want to bring it to light. I didn't want to make anybody feel like more of a victim than they had to be. I grew up in one family, and so that can be a position where it makes me look like I didn't necessarily grow up in foster care, and I very much did. And it's something that needs to be talked about because there is nobody else in my position who's going to stand up against most of the world, including those who have their own agendas and those who have their own fights to fight. Nobody's interested most people are not interested in the fight of the foster, as different cultures are beginning to rise up, whether it's feminine.
Look at even the chat. Even people are saying all sorts of crazy stuff. Look at that. How bad did you blame and beat Kate for your failures being exposed? You see, this is the type of guy we're dealing with here. Like, people in the chat is saying stuff like that because this is what this guy does. He beats on his girlfriend. and he's proud to do it. He'll tell you to your face that that's what he does. He likes beating on women.
Feminism, whether it is LGBTQ, whether it is the African American culture, the Latino culture, everyone's standing for their culture, and I think that's wonderful. While those of us who have no culture, who have nothing, continue to be ignored and continue to be just blasted until the point where most of us are either incarcerated, are dead, on drugs, or never make it past a 9-to-5 that you make minimum wage. But I wanted to let it go because I wanted to show love to the people who had raised me. I wanted to show respect to the people who, had tried to help me along the way. But I have to say it the way it is. And that is that the entire system itself for foster care and foster youth is extremely corrupt. And this is state to state throughout our entire country. And no one is speaking about it because the moment someone does, especially someone like me, they are snuffed out very quickly. And I have seen it done in my own state. And it's a scary thing. And it's something that happened to my parents. Regardless of what my parents had done, the state had also done a poor job with it. And the family I was raised in did a poor job. They were not educated. They were not taught how to care for someone of my stature. Yes, I agree that Black Lives Matter.
Nigga, 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 nigga. Nigga, 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 nigga. Nigga, 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 nigga.
Oh my God.
Yes, I agree that LGBTQ lives matter. Yes, I am uneducated on the cultures of both of those peoples.
Guys, if you're not cool enough, if you ain't been in the situation to say it, you can't say it. I can say whatever the heck I want because I got the friends that we talk that way. Can't tell me.
I am educated on the understanding of those who come from my form of background. So that's what I will speak on. And understand that if I have any disrespect or I speak poorly on whatever your culture is, I apologize because I'm no professional on your culture. But ultimately, it is the people that choose who's going to be that champion, who's going to be the person to step up and make that difference. What has to be done in order to be able to help? Because the hardest part about advocating for people in foster care or people who come from foster care is there are, like I said, it's just there's no specific culture to it necessarily, at least not right now. And where that culture exists, it is.
All this guy does is talk so much crap. That's literally all he does is talk crap, and then tries to get money out of people. This man, this is all this guy does over and over and over again. Like, it's just back and forth, word salad here, there, everywhere, blah, 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 blah. Just keeps talking and talking and talking and talking and talking. And over and over and over again. This guy is just something else. Let's have another clip here. We're gonna look at something else. We're gonna look at this from the Conjure Chronicles because this is what you should really, really see from James Saroka here. The abuse.
Negativity has to be pointed out. And ironically, that may get us kicked off of YouTube and allowed to be on Periscope. The irony. But I am a man for the people. And I would like to just live my life instead of continually getting attempted control from a woman who says she loves me. And every time she's scared, takes it out on me in private. And then expects me to just simply respect her in public. As if that's okay. And then say that only men are abusive. Nah. Nah. Not anymore. But the moment doesn't come where I break up with you on or off screen, Kate. Because I don't even have the urge to do that. Because I'm with you. Oh, I know.
I know I've done a lot of not
Hey,
good things tonight, but
Katie,
at the same
Katie.
time, I'm okay.
You don't have to explain to anybody but me.
That's what I'm doing. I'm explaining it to you.
Yes. But they hear it. And it's hurtful to them when you explain. Because we live in a world that is dominated by women. You understand? So it only looks like you're being abused when you explain to me. Because there's many women out there who have been battered and abused. And they have no ability to associate the fact that you are equal to me. Because they've never been treated equal. So it is more respectful to them. I can't decide this for you. I'm going to share my feelings as a man, because I'm not your species. So I guess I don't know. I'm going to say as a man, what I perceive is that you're trying to explain something to me to like prove something to me, or trying to love me, but also in a way where they see it as if you're doing me a justice. But I feel like potentially you're doing them an injustice. Okay. I don't actually know that, and I'm making a decision for them and for you, and I'm not even meaning to do that. I'm just trying to do the right thing. But that's still wrong. So wherever you're at, let me move forward to comments. I have a feeling there's at least one woman that is going to speak her piece. So let's see what they all have to say. Or realistically, it's your voice, it's your life, and without their opinion, you are more than welcome to decide for yourself what to do moving forward. And I am sorry that I still don't understand you, and I'm grateful that you continue to push through as I learn how to understand you and do my job. And trying to do it all at the same gosh darn time.
And there's been a lot of times tonight where I want to shut down, or I want to walk away, or I just want to start taking on you more than I am. And I keep trying to rein myself in. Not in like a suppressed way, obviously, but like
I know you.
Yeah.
They don't, but I do.
Yeah.
Talk to me, right? Talk to me then. They ain't gonna understand.
No.
That's not your problem anymore.
Yeah.
It's not your problem anymore. Yeah. But you better believe I'm listening. Doesn't mean we should set the screen off. People need to know the truth.
Yeah. She looks like he's holding her in confinement, doesn't she?
Think, like you tonight, there's been like things like we're still working through and we're still angry.
Do you want the screen off? We can make a decision together if it's best for you. I may not know what's best for me anymore because I've been going through it for 4 years. Let me know. Because I know that I am in a place of delusion right now. I'm actually aware of it. Here's the issue. When you face so much trauma, sometimes you don't even know what the delusion is. There's pieces of it that I know aren't delusion. I won't go back to church. My logic is sound within myself. But as soon as I involve other people in that equation, I am just completely wrong on every level. And all I gotta do is learn how to shut my mouth. So guys, understand that I am trying to figure out how to do that. It's gonna take some time, a lot of time. Go ahead, baby.
I'm proud of myself for what I have done tonight, and I'm gonna work harder for when and if this happens again. Because it's continual.
What happens again? This was productive, wasn't it?
Yes.
Maybe even minimally, but it was still moving in a positive direction.
Absolutely.
Okay.
For me, it's just, I keep reminding myself that even if progress is slow, it doesn't mean it's not still progress.
Yeah, because both of us were used to ebbs and flows, highs and lows, bipolar life, just like you. Only see the positive or only see the negative. No wonder so many people have highs and lows that are so high and so deep. Because life isn't just positive or negative. Life is continually positive, even in little ways,
so long as we choose to focus on that and power through, even publicly, no matter the cost, or continually negative. But Katie, we made it all the way through this broadcast, and I would say that this broadcast was 5% positive.
Mm-hmm.
That's a win. And this broadcast isn't over unless you want it to be. Because I'm ready to power through. Baby, what does that mean to you?
I'm going to take a deep breath and...
A few, maybe? Both of us? Oh boy! Hope you guys are entertained. This is our life. It's literally our life.
But if you look carefully, though, this wasn't even a conversation. How can you truly have a conversation with somebody when she's looking like that? Like she is a hostage, because she truly is a hostage. He's the only one having the conversation here and deciding what she says, what she does, how she does it. Everything is decided by this guy.
Because we don't quit. No, we don't. No, we don't. We don't give up on, it's not that we don't give up on positivity or negativity. We don't give up on you. And we sure as hell don't give up on ourselves.
No.
But if you give up on yourself, you ain't gonna be sticking around. And if you do, count on yourself.
Hey, Essence.
I like having you here. You deserve to be here. This is a very inclusive life we live. It's very inclusive. So inclusive that if we let the wrong people in, they get into our head.
Yeah.
So all we do is simply be careful about who we let through the front door. And if we let the wrong person through the front door, we make an effort to politely ask them to leave. And if they do not politely leave, we make sure they do. And that is just self-respect. And it is a great way to live. It's a life where there's a lot of love.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I got one more for you. One more for you guys. Just to
Because you don't have to
understand.
kill somebody to kill them.
Hey everyone,
Trust me,
I had to continue
I'm living
going
with
back to them
someone
and
who was
over and
killed.
over and back to them and over
And
them
she's
and
bringing
back to
herself
them.
back.
1 second, folks. Let me get something. Sorry about that, folks. Let me get my stuff prepared. But here is a last video of James Saroka, because he is just, like I said, all bad. And he is back. So let me get this last video up to really showcase what this guy is about. All right, so here we go. This is with the guy called Josh that he was abusing, fully abusing and taking all his money. So yeah, these are all old clips, but I wanted to give people who are new to get an understanding of who James Saroka really is. So let's just continue.
Because this isn't drama. This is making a statement to the public
He's back
and
on
the private
Instagram.
sector, world, whatever you want to call it, to everybody out there who believes that somehow their life is involved with ours. Welcome to Feetpeace means enjoy the show. It does not mean anything else. It doesn't mean that you are permitted on our property.
Yes, Kate on the right there of this trio is still with him. She did leave for a little while and then she is back. She's being manipulated. On the left is Josh, a disabled gentleman in his mid-40s that James Saroka was fully using and mooching off of. At one point, James Saroka even laughed that Josh on the left there would pay all of their bills first and their debt before paying his own bills. This is how sick this guy is.
It doesn't mean you get to bring food to our door like a fucking psychopath saying that's because you care, but really, you are a mass manipulator, a murderer, and an absolute abuser. Because you don't have to kill somebody to kill them. Trust me, I'm living with someone who was killed. And she's bringing herself back to life. Him, her, and me. Well, guess what? We're not the Walking Dead. He is. Stay dead. You're not welcome on our porch. Because guess what? What happens to zombies? What happens when zombies meet real people? They get double tapped by the police because it's the police's job to protect the regular people. So don't act like a zombie. That includes Katie. As you're trying to calm me down, I don't need to be calmed down here because I'm absolutely calm. I'm making myself clear. I am calm and I am clear. Jeffrey Suzuki and all of the Suzuki family, unwelcome for good. Never show up, no matter the problem, the solution, anything. You are not part of the resolution in any way, shape, or form. Is that my decision or yours?
I think that's our decision.
Boom! Because we live together. Because we're a couple. All right? We won't disrespect your property. All right? Your ring. We won't disrespect your property. You keep your wife. You keep all your stuff. Caitlin's not your stuff. She's a human being and she's free. You keep your stuff. You keep your morals. And we'll keep truth. We'll be good people. Or at least me and Kate will. Well, Josh looks like he doesn't know what the fuck is going on. No, he just doesn't understand the importance of this. And he's just waiting to chill because he's like, why do people need this drama? I agree with him. I agree with him. But the drama needs to be disillusioned. It needs to be broken down with truth because I built it up. Okay? Katie and I, as a couple, are telling you that you are trespassing on private property, invading our life, harassing us, and you are also stalking us now. Because it's very creepy. Because although I may be talking shit about you on the internet, you are showing up to throw a Trojan horse in our doorstep. That's freaky. It's creepy. It doesn't matter if you birthed her.
If anybody doesn't know who he's talking about Kate's dad, because Kate's dad has been actively trying to get his daughter back home safe. And this is the way how James Saroka is talking about this lovely woman's father who's trying to have his daughter home safe.
It doesn't matter. You didn't act like a father. You lost your job. That's how life works. Because to you, it was a job. It's not a job that ends after puberty and then they go off to college and then you just are whoever the fuck you think you get to be. Because that's not fatherhood, asshole. How do I know that? Because my dad died. And then my foster dad died. And then my brother was a fucking asshole. And so were the rest of them. Fucking assholes. And now they get their portion. They're good people. But guess what? They're not good enough for me. And that's my decision to make. It is Katie's decision to decide whether or not you're good enough for her. And her rubbing my back is her calming me down because she's not here for you anymore, buddy. Because you're a goddamn fucking adult. And you need to be there for yourself. She's here for me. Grow up. Get out of the house. And stop having heart attacks and blaming it on someone else. Because it isn't Caitlin's fault that you didn't take care of yourself. You fucking pussy. Ugh! She ain't mine. She's hers. And I'm protecting her because you're... Oh, man. You better hope you never show up. Because I will be the least of your worries. Trust me, I won't put a hand on you. She'll fucking kill you. And it'll be an accident. She'll be so fucking mad at you, you watch. Because she's shoving it down like you taught her to.
Look at her in the background. Can you imagine having somebody talk about your own father like that? She is terrified.
You want her to snap? It'll be the end of you. I'm teaching her to be healthy. People like you, everyone from our past taught us how to be unhealthy. Look at this. This is a result when you spend your whole life with people who taught you how to be unhealthy. You stand there like a fucking drone. You're not one, but you know that now.
No.
Right? You know that now.
No.
You're not a drone.
No.
It's going to take some time, though, for you to see it. It's going to take some time.
Oh, yeah.
I'm learning first because I'm realizing nobody's ever going to teach me because they never wanted to teach me. They just want to love me. I think there have been, obviously, people who came along who wanted to love me for who I am. But I was blind. I didn't want to see the nuggets. Well, I see your nuggets, Jeff, and you're trying to put them inside your daughter. It's fucking gross. So fuck off. Sue me, bitch. Welcome to Feetpeace. I love you. And this isn't just for show, Jeff. It's called dominance. Something that you think you understand very well. But as you sit there quiet and you try to be sly, this is the age of the internet and you're fucking old. Welcome to Feetpeace. I love you and you're not just a show to me, but we have a show together. And hiding for him is unhealthy. I love you. This is to prove to myself how much I love you, Katie. Enough to stand up to your dad because that's my job, not yours. So if you come to this doorstep, the only thing that's going to happen is you're going to get ignored and the police are going to show up. Because I'm not dumb enough to think you're fucking competition. Grow up. This is adulthood, bitch. I love you.
This guy's
And
scary.
if this was all for show,
She's a hostage.
oh, it's for show. You better believe it. But it ain't just for show anymore. All of the above. It's for everything. This is a show where we teach people how to be real friends, not real fathers. Because I'm nobody's father. And I don't have one. I don't need one. Or do I? Do I? Because my dad died. And then my foster dad died. And then my brother was a fucking asshole. And so were the rest of them. Fucking assholes. And now they get their portion. They're good people. But guess what? They're not good enough for me. And that's my decision to make. It is Katie's decision to decide whether or not you're good enough for her. And her rubbing my back is her calming me down because she's not here for you anymore, buddy.
Yeah, this guy is all bad. All bad. So that is it for James Saroka. He's back. He's manipulative. He'll steal your money. He'll do whatever it takes to steal your money. He'll do whatever he takes to get as much money as he can and not work for it. How old is she? She's about 21, 22 because she was about 19 2 years ago. So she's young, she's impressionable, and she is literally being held as a hostage because mentally he has his hands wrapped around her. So as I've said, that's a little bit taste of James Saroka. He is back. I will be talking about James Saroka more and more. If you want to know about James Saroka, then please, by all means, just Google it or go on YouTube. There's tons and tons and tons of clips about James Saroka from the years of all the abuse of people, from all the lying of people, from all the stealing he has done. He's been doing this time and time again. Then he will disappear and then he'll come back. Mike Hunt, this is not recent. Well, the first clip of James Saroka is recent. That first clip was either from the 29th or 30th of June. So that was like 1 or 2 days ago. But I wanted to give people who do not know about James Saroka some sort of background on him so that they can understand. Because a lot of people haven't heard of James Saroka. And this is how he is. Yep, and it's crazy how people can be manipulated like that. Yes, Essence, it is crazy, but it happens so much. You have to... Anybody can actually be manipulated. It all depends on the mental state you are in. If you're in a mental state where you want to reach out to people or you want people to be involved in your life, and how much you crave people to be in your life, and you're in a certain mental state, you can be manipulated. So it's all based on circumstance as well as so many other factors in life. And that is how he met Josh, because Josh was at the point in his life where he could be manipulated. Same with Kate. She was at the point in her life where she could be manipulated, and he knew that. He knew his mark. He knew that he could manipulate these two individuals. And he is back again, like I said, wanting to manipulate, scam, cheat, and steal more people. So we have to get the word out. We really do, because James Saroka is back and he is bad. He is a bad guy. This is the stuff he does. He's a liar, manipulator, and cheat. Clover Diamond. I love your lives, Monty, and I'm so happy you followed me back on Instagram. No problem. Thank you for following me. Yes, Tom D says he's not just Instagram, he's on every social media platforms. Yes, he's pretty much incognito on a lot of the platforms. You just don't know that it's him. But he has made himself and revealed himself on Instagram. He's there right now and he's looking to steal money and mooch off of people as much as he can. So that is it for me. As I've said, if you want to catch up on some James Saroka, then please do, so you have a background on this guy. He's a horrible individual. He's a liar. He's a cheat. He's a professional e-beggar, and he is here to steal your money. Tom D says his cash cow was Periscope. Exactly. He says he was famous. Not that famous. Maybe he had a couple hundred people on Periscope. When I mean a couple hundred, maybe 100-200 at the most at a time. And that was it. He thought it was famous because people were watching his live streams. That doesn't make you a famous individual. Plus, it was only not even a lot of people. But come on. Patricia Davenport with the 10 euros. Thanks for the warning, Monty. You're very welcome, Patricia. You are very welcome. Cherry Meta says he's not bad. He is evil. Yes, he definitely is. Pause and pros. Really important stream, Monty. Many thanks. Yeah, you're very welcome. As I've said, he's back. I will be keeping an eye on this guy because, you know, he needs to be gone. He needs to be gone from Instagram. He's on Facebook as well. I've been keeping a track. If I remember on my community tab, I said, hey, do you guys want to hear about James Saroka? That's because he was back on Facebook. And the day he was back on Facebook, I had made a note of it and kept on watching his Facebook. Like, this guy is up to no good. So you guys are very welcome. Mike Hunt, thank you for the 5 euros super sticker. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Carrie, thank you, Monty, and hope to see you tomorrow. Yes, you definitely will see me tomorrow. Miss Cajun Bell, from what I understood, he would mooch off of church groups. Yes, I spoke about that, where he was mooching off of this church because they were homeless. The church gave him a place to stay by way of the priest. They were sleeping there for a few days, and all he had to say was just negative stuff about the priest. Yeah, he was just bad. This is a guy that would trash talk a priest, somebody who gave him a place to stay, didn't know the guy, put him up in a church to sleep so that this guy could have a roof over his head, and all he does is trash talk you. That's all he does. No problem, Miss Cajun Bell. You can ask whatever you want and I will answer. No problems whatsoever. Passionate Libra, what in the special crime department is going on? This dude is crazy. Yeah, he is. And he's mooched off of everyone and everything. If you're disabled, then you are a prime target for this guy. If you have impaired mental thinking, you are a prime target for this guy. If you are gullible or if you have not matured yet, you are a prime target for this guy and all his word salad. So please be aware of what he's doing. Jerry Romero says hopefully he doesn't find any other lost souls and recruit them into his little gang. Well, people are watching him on Instagram. People are watching him. As you saw with the first video, he is replying to people and talking to them. So like with Shanny, there is an audience. There is always going to be an audience because people don't do their research, especially when his name is DJ Talba. It's not linking that this is James Saroka. This is James Saroka, the manipulator, aka Jimi Saroka. So people aren't linking that. People aren't doing their due diligence. And when you don't do your due diligence and you listen to somebody that can be charming somewhat, not to me, but somehow, some way people like to listen to this guy, you're gonna get sucked in, and this is what is happening. He's starting his con. He is starting his con, and it is only just gonna get worse from here on out. Melissa143, remember the thumbs up. Yes, people, please give me the thumbs up. I really would appreciate that. It helps me with the algorithm, so thank you. Natural Ginger, for stopping by. Mike Hunt, thank you very much for stopping by. Melissa143, Jerry Romero, Tom D, Miss Cajun Bell, No Justice No Peace, Pause and Pose, Carrie Ludwig, Roxandra, Clover Diamond, thank you. Sherry, thank you. Essence, thank you so much. I will see you guys tomorrow. I will be streaming again. I will also be making a video on the foodie beauty situation because, you know, she is streaming as usual. So I keep you guys updated. Thank you once again and take care.